Scorers, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sean Suge Amos, and this is the Real Hooper Show. As you can see, we in a different location of the house. The room that we usually shoot our content room is being worked on. Has some technical difficulties in there, a little flood, but it's getting handled. But before we start, I want to say what's up to my guy E. What's up, my guy?
Yo, what's good, bro?
You all right, man?
I'm good, bro.
Everything good with you today, bro?
Yeah, this new setup's throwing me off, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You don't like this?
Yeah, it's cool, but it's throwing me off. A little different.
Hey, Scorers, look, man, jump in the chat. Jump in the comments. Let me know if you like the setup. I actually like it. It looks authentic. It looks like we grinding, right? Like I like the feel of it. It feels grimy. But let me know if you like this setup or you like our usual setup. Hey, E. Are you familiar with air attacks?
No, not really, man.
Yeah, listen, bro. They got this new thing where it's called air attacks, where they want to debate with you, but you cannot hold it to the player of the era he played in. So basically, right? Mm-hmm. If a player averaged 25 points in 1950, that 25 points should be debated as if he averaged it in 2026. And they want to have debates about that. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind debating, but it has to make sense. I cannot ignore my history with basketball. I cannot ignore my experience as a coach. I cannot ignore it because then at that point, I'm just playing dumb. So the reason why I'm bringing this up because I had an encounter over live earlier this week. A guy came on and he was like, "Yo, I debate you. Let's talk about how George Mikan, and how he's more dominant than LeBron James. How he dominated his era more than LeBron James."
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So now here's the thing about George Mikan. George Mikan. I use his drill. You might have heard of the Mikan drill. You familiar with the Mikan drill, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, George Mikan played 7 seasons in the NBA. Not all in the NBA either. I think it was like ABB or something like that, or AAB, whatever the case may be. But here's the thing. This is no disrespect to George Mikan. I'm pretty sure he's an amazing player. However, let's be so for real. The players on his team had part-time jobs. Mm-hmm. Like after the season, you know how like the players today, they kind of work out like 6 hours a day,
yep.
8 hours a day. After the season, they in workouts, they traveling all over the world getting runs, and you know they doing that.
Yep.
Right? These guys were substitute teachers in the summer. These guys were attorneys, real estate agents. This is his whole team, by the way.
Yeah.
His whole team. So you mean to tell me I got to debate with you about George Mikan and I can't air attacks on that? the players are the same. Meanwhile, we know that the players today actually work out and train 6 hours a day, and the players in George Mikan era had to go to work after practice. Let's come on, man. I don't mind the debate, but it got to make sense. And I'm going to throw this in there as well. They only have 4 black players in the league. I'm going to throw that in there. That matters.
That matters, bro.
That matters.
Okay.
Like, you have to air attack for pretty much everything, in my personal opinion. Listen, I told myself I want to talk about MJ, but MJ is everyone's favorite, so you got to mention it. You got to almost air attack for MJ as well.
How you going to air attack for MJ?
But think about it, bro. Think about it. People will say, "Oh, look at the All-Star game. Look who's in the All-Star game: Grant Hill, Kobe Bryant, and Kevin Garnett, and all these guys are in the All-Star game, right?" But they forget that people were voted in. But see, when Michael Jordan played them, when he played with the Wizards, when he went back to the Wizards, right? Mm-hmm. The results wasn't the same. So, for instance, when he played Kobe Bryant the first time, like when he played with the Lakers, Kobe Bryant had a combined 10 points out of both games. At one point, when Kobe Bryant played with the Lakers and Jordan came back to the Wizards, right? Kobe Bryant had 55 points.
Damn.
He had 55 points, won 3 out of the 4 games. Michael Jordan averaged 18 points in his Wizards era against Kobe. You see how different it is? These guys in the prime of their career, they're able to score. Kenny Smith said this in one of his interviews. They asked Kenny Smith, does Kyrie have the best handle you ever saw? Kenny Smith answered, no, it's not. We used to do this stuff all the time, but it just wasn't in the game because we couldn't play like that. So I'm not taking away from any era, by the way. What I'm telling you is the guards were just different. They couldn't do the same thing. They just couldn't come down and do a step back and shoot a 3 and the big man don't touch the basketball. That just wasn't basketball back in the day. So for you to want to have a debate with me and you can't mention these type of things is an insult to my intelligence. It's just an insult. I want you to think about it. Like, I throw myself in the fire, E. At one point, my freshman year, my first year going to college, I went to a junior college. I averaged 19 points, right? 19 points then ain't the same 19 points now. So, for instance, I also grew up in an era where you just couldn't pull up for 3 on a fast break. But the kids today, they train for it. They work for it. So I might have scored my 19 points on a fast break, free throw line, a couple drives to the basket, a couple cuts, some tip-ins, some rebounds. That's not the same as a guy scoring 19 points from my same position, but he doing step backs, pull-up threes, spin moves down the lane, all types of stuff. Snatch, hezzies, pull, everything is not the same. We could average the same amount of points, the same percentages, but we're not the same player. So everything needs to be kind of era taxed. But let's get into some bigger news, E. Let's get into some bigger news. E, we've been talking about the NBA a lot, but we haven't been talking about the players and how we're going to rank them this year. So I did a little ranking over the weekend, E. Now, you might not like some of these. I know you're going to be mad at the point guard. You're a big Luka fan. Luka is not number 1 in my book. He's not number 1 in my book. Are you okay with that?
Nah. It depends who you got number 1, but we got to see the list, bro.
I mean, let's pull the list up.
All right.
Let's pull the list up for the scores. And scores, make sure y'all jump in the comments. Make sure y'all let me know, yo, this list is weak. I don't like the list. Yo, get a thumbs up in the comments. Give me the astronaut in the comments. Let me know you a score as well. Lock in with us, man. Lock in. Let's pull that up. All right, so first things first, E. I got SGA. Do we agree with this? SGA number 1 point guard coming in to this season. Do we agree with this?
I agree with it because he won MVP. Because SGA won MVP, he can get the number 1 spot. That's cool.
I mean, MVP, championship year prior, went to the conference finals.
We're talking about last
He's
season.
averaging 30-something points. His team had the best record. I mean, come on now.
Nah, bro. Because
Come
you got
on
MVP,
now.
you can get him more.
SGA number 1, you gotta go with that, bro.
Okay, I can respect that.
Number 2, Jalen Brunson.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with me. Number 2 should be Luka.
What?
His number 2 should be Luka, bro.
No, bro. Listen.
Because Brunson
this is
won a
going.
ring,
This is going into the 25 season, 26 season.
None. Because
yes,
he won a
it
ring, don't mean
do.
none. You better than Luka.
Luka didn't even play in the playoffs.
We talking about skills. What we talking about? We talking about skills. We talking about what he accomplished over the season. He not better than Luka.
Show me the criteria on this, bro. I can't see the criteria. The criteria is right down there, bro. We talking about playmaking. We talking about impact on winning. Look, for the playmaking, efficiency, scoring ability, defensive value, huh?
Yo, Brunson got it. Bro, Brunson
He's a better defender than Luka.
Barely a little higher, bro.
He's a better defender than Luka and smaller. And his playmaking impact proven over this last finals proved to be better than Luka's as well.
That's crazy, bro.
So we got Luka, we got Jalen Brunson. I like Cade Cunningham over Luka too.
That's probably how you put Cade over Luka.
The Cade team was number one this past year.
Cade can score better than Luka. He can't play make better than Luka. He's not more efficient than Luka.
What?
He's not defense.
Now you're gonna make me look this up. Now you're gonna make me look this up. Cade plays defense. He led a team. Didn't he average? What did he average? Like 25?
That's cool. You average
but look,
cool 25.
But here's the thing, though. He averaged 25 because he had to sacrifice some of his points, bro.
Oh my God,
that's how because there was nobody else on his team that can get their own bucket.
So he should average 30. He should average 35.
No, you won't lose like that.
What you mean?
You got to keep the dogs happy.
Dog.
You got to keep these guys. If you the point guard for the Detroit Pistons and you coming in as with guys who can't score on their own, yeah, bro, you got to sacrifice some points, and you can't play like Luka. Luka got 2 scorers on his team, is averaging over 20 points a game.
And Luka still find a way to give you 30.
And I'm not taking but here's the thing though. He can play the same way. If Luka averaged 30, right? Didn't have LeBron and didn't have an Austin Reeves to create their own shot, he wouldn't even he wouldn't even make the playoffs.
What?
He wouldn't make the playoffs. You think Luka 33 points is making the playoffs without another score?
Yes, because he's not only giving me 33 points. He's giving me 33 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He's giving you more things
stats.
with that. How's that empty stats?
It's a lot. There are guys, listen, there are guys who can score the basketball, right? Lauri Markkanen averaged 27 points a game last year.
Okay.
Didn't make the playoffs.
But that's not his fault, though.
Empty stats.
The Jazz were clearly tanking.
It's all good if it wasn't his fault, but they're empty stats.
But the Jazz were high, but you got to take that under consideration, too. If the Jazz are clearly tanking, they're clearly not trying to win games by sending Lauri Markkanen down.
Every team is just not tanking. I mean, what? Did Zion average, 22 points?
22 points, yeah.
That's empty. All these are empty stats.
Now, what if your team is just not good?
That's what I'm saying, though. If Luka didn't have scorers around him and averaged 33 points, his team wouldn't be good.
But he been averaging 33 points. And
but he had good players around. He's got Kyrie Irving is a good player. PJ Washington, these guys are good players.
So now we're knocking Luka for playing with good players.
I'm not knocking Luka. What I'm saying is K averaged 23 points with almost 10 assists.
You just say
he averaged 10 assists. 9.9. Let's round it up to 10. That's sacrifice. Do you understand what average is?
But you just say no. You just say he averaged 23 points, bro.
23.9. So 24.
All right, 24.
24.
My boy Luka averaged 30 points with 10 assists.
That's good. Here's another thing too. Here's another thing I'm looking at when it comes. He plays 64 games. He plays 64 games. How many games? Luka didn't even play in the playoffs, bro. He didn't give us nothing in the playoffs. How are we gonna put a guy behind him who participated in the playoffs? How does that make sense? How's that fair to you? How's that fair to you? Not only did he play in the playoffs, he averaged 28 points. His stats went up in the playoffs. His stats went up, and when he stopped sacrificing his points, sacrificing his points for assists, he averaged 28 points a game. So come on, bro. I knew it was bro. Come on now. Now on my 4th on the list, without any further ado, drum roll please, your boy Luka.
It's crazy.
I got faith in Luka. I think Luka's going to turn up. Here's the thing about Luka. Here's what I like about Luka, man. Here's what I'm hoping for Luka. I'm not going to say what I like about Luka, but here's what I'm hoping for Luka. I'm hoping that he comes in next season with a chip on his shoulder. I'm hoping he comes in like, yo, they think we're going to be weak, y'all. Yo, Kessler, Austin, can you believe these guys? Yo, let's turn up. Let's win 60 games this season.
Luka, he finna kill.
I'm rooting for him. He averaged 33 points last year. He averaged 33 points last year. 8 rebounds. 8 assists. He averaged 8 assists and 7 rebounds. I like his production. He's shooting, but listen, he got to bring those threes up. His field goal percentage is atrocious. He's shooting at 47%, and 36% from 3. And this is who you want to be number one?
Okay, all right, bro.
Come on, bro. Well, let's slow it down a little bit, bro. Let's slow it down. This is why Luka has not improved his 3-point shot over the last. I mean, since he started. I mean, there's been some fluctuation from 32 to 36, but you gotta get out of the 30% range for me. Same thing when it comes to field goal, 42 to 47. I mean, he's a talented player. He's number 4 on my list. I don't doubt his abilities. I don't doubt what he can do, but my guy E thinks he's better than what he is to me, in my personal opinion. But let us know what y'all think in the comments. Well, who's the next on the list, E? Put a list up. Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, that's an agreement?
That's an agreement.
Tyrese Maxey, bro. We talking about a guy who can average, who can give you 28. I don't think he needs to give you 28 anymore. I don't think he needs to give you 28 anymore because you already know why. They got them dogs over there.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, LeBron James. Hey, listen, bro, it's getting serious. But nonetheless, we gotta respect Tyrese Maxey's growth. Tyrese Maxey averaged 28 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds last year. I say that he's going to come in. I think he averaged about 22, 24 points this the upcoming year. I think he got a sacrifice. There's got to be some sacrifices made, but we got to do what we got to do to win the championship this year. And I say we as in I'm a Sixers fan. Hey, I'm a Sixers fan. Yeah. But listen, I'm from Philly.
That's crazy.
I'm from Philly, bro. I'm a Sixers fan by default.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You never made it know you was a Sixers fan.
Listen, bro, I tried to buy the LeBron jersey a couple days ago. It's all sold out. You know what he's doing over there? He's stimulating the economy. The economy. You feel me? My boy Maxey about to flourish from this. Listen, next year when we do this list, he's going to be number 1 coming in.
Okay, all right.
You already know what we doing. It's Uptown forever. Who the next one on the list? Jamal Murray. Do you like that? Do you like Jamal Murray over De'Aaron Fox?
I like Jamal Murray. I like Jamal Murray over De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, that's cool. That's solid. But there's another name on this list that's a little lower than I expect.
We're going to get to it. A little lower than Jamal Murray?
Yeah.
Who do you think on this list should have been ahead of Jamal Murray?
Come on. Steph Curry, bro.
Come on, bro. Yo, Steph. Listen, here's the thing, right? Y'all literally. I love Steph too. I'm with everybody.
No, what?
But listen, going into the season, bro, He just came off injury. His team did make the playoffs again.
But he killed though.
He did kill, but he didn't kill like Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray
didn't kill either.
Dog, Jamal Murray didn't show up in the playoffs. That's why he where he is. And same thing with De'Aaron Fox, who dropped the ball in the finals. But at the end of the day, I actually should have De'Aaron Fox ahead of Jamal Murray, to be quite frank.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. We get on De'Aaron Fox about his performance in the finals, but we forgetting that he led them to the finals. We forgetting he was the starting point guard for a team that's in the finals. Yes, he played bad in the finals, but that doesn't take away from what he did to get them to the finals.
I'm not gonna lie, he didn't do that much. He didn't go crazy.
He didn't have to go crazy.
He had his little moments, but he wasn't.
He was solid.
Throughout the whole playoff, he was solid, yeah. But
that's all you need to do. You got to the finals. You got the biggest attraction in the league on your team.
He's not in front of Steph Curry solid. He's not in front of
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Steph Curry didn't make the playoffs.
That doesn't mean nothing. His team just wasn't equipped to.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a hot take. I'm going to give you a hot take on Steph Curry, and you're not going to like this. I know you're not going to like this, but it's the truth. Steph Curry actually hurt the Warriors' progression.
How?
As an organization.
Steph Curry hurt the Warriors' progression as an organization.
He does. Now, let me tell you why. Because the system is predicated to Steph Curry's skill set. So Steph Curry has to average 26 points. Steph Curry is not efficient passer. He's not breaking a defense down and creating for others so the other people on the team can actually develop.
He's not breaking it down that in a traditional way. Steph Curry is not your traditional player, bro.
He's not your traditional player for sure, but he's also in year 18?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's in year 18. It's time to start changing the system. You average about 5 assists, 3 rebounds. 5 assists, 3 rebounds. I think he averaged about like 3 turnovers. He averaged about 3 turnovers a game, close to 3 turnovers a game. He only played 43 games last year. So when he's not in the lineup, the guys are trying to figure out how to develop, trying to figure out how to win games. He comes back. Now he has all this gravity. They're all waiting for him. They're setting screens for him.
And they start winning. What you mean? So
he's not winning.
Yo, bro, when Steph Curry is on the court, the team is tremendously better.
The team
when Steph
is
Curry
better.
is off the court, the team isn't that good.
The team is better in regards to they actually have a direction for the team because now they have someone to pass the ball to. They're not developing as players. They're not developing as an organization. Steph Curry, let's say, God forbid, Steph Curry, let's say Steph Curry missed this season as well. Then he exercises his free agency in the summertime. You just spun 2 years without any of your players developing in the scorers.
And that's Steph Curry's fault?
It ain't about it being his fault. It's about he's not who he used to be to the organization. Yes, he averaged 26 points because he could score the basketball. But that doesn't mean that everyone in the organization is getting better.
They don't have those type of players. They had a Jordan Poole. He left. They had a Jonathan Kuminga. He didn't pan out who they wanted to pan out. You want B-Pods, you want Brandon Podziemski to give you a scoring pop. You want to bring him to score 25.
I think the way Steve Kerr's system is set up, I believe that he can find a system where everybody flows with the basketball.
They're only going to flow so much, bro.
But it's very true, but you got to develop. You got to develop Moody. But
you want Quinn Post.
But they're not getting no players because Steph there. Because if you get a better player than Steph, you got to move away from the Steph Curry system.
You had a Jordan Poole. They didn't move away from Steph Curry. Jordan Poole found his own buckets.
Yeah,
that's what he found
his own.
You know what I'm saying?
That was 2022.
But
if this
gone.
was 2022, fine. I'll be wrong, but it's not.
But
we got enough data or since then to see that Steph Curry, in my personal opinion, is hurting the Warriors' progression.
Oh my God, bro! It's a hot take, but I want to hear what the scores are.
Scores drop in. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But nonetheless, I have De'Aaron Fox ahead of Steph Curry. De'Aaron Fox did lead the team to a finals, no matter if we like it or not, no matter what his performance was in the finals. I do think, when it comes to De'Aaron Fox, I do believe he might have peaked already. I don't think he gets any better than where he is. I think he just becomes more solid. I think he just get better at the point guard position. I think he learned from his mistakes moving forward. But I don't think he comes into next year averaging more than what he averaged last year. I don't think he comes in next year being more explosive. I think he comes in averaging 18 points like he did this past year. I mean, he played a good postseason. Let me look at the postseason here. The average about 15 points and about 6 assists. And these numbers dropped significantly once he got to the finals. So he was doing pretty good up until then. Do you agree? You still don't agree with De'Aaron Fox?
I agree with De'Aaron Fox.
Bro, De'Aaron Fox, if you go look at the finals, right, he didn't play his best basketball, but he's solid. I think he's a solid point guard. Go ahead.
No.
Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Scores. Number 9, James Harden. Mm-hmm. I like James Harden. People sleep on James Harden. People want to be like, "Oh, James Harden, he watched it." But we gotta remember, James Harden held it down. James Harden held it down for the Clippers when Kawhi was out. He was averaging about 23 points. I just don't think he's he's a playoff performer. I think he shies away in the playoffs. But I got James Harden number 9. Then number 10, Tyrese Halliburton. I like Tyrese Halliburton. He didn't play last year, but we're ranking point guards, and out of everyone who's on this list, he's the most traditional point guard out of everyone. So I had to put him on the list. Then we have a couple of honorable mentions. Kyrie Irving didn't play last year. Kyrie Irving is always tough to rank. Kyrie Irving is skilled. Does he get guys around him better? We haven't seen it yet in all these years that he's played, so I can't put him on there. LaMelo Ball, that was a tough one. That was a tough one for me. I think he could have probably cracked that 10 spot. But I do want to see how he plays with his new team. Now, if he was put with the Charlotte Hornets, I would have been like, all right, I'm going to put him in the number 10 spot. But I do have to see how he plays with the Timberwolves. Trae Young, same thing with Kyrie Irving. Very skilled player, can shoot the basketball, but is he going to get these guys better? Is he going to make AJ Debanza better? Is he going to help Alex Sarr understand the game? If Anthony Davis comes back, are they going to be a dynamic duo in a pick and roll? How does he handle those things? These are the things I think about when I see Trae Young. Damian Lillard, listen, Damian Lillard, in my personal opinion, he's going to go above Jamal Murray by this time next year, because I think he's going to have an amazing year. He's one of those guys who, in my personal opinion, is just he hear all the things you guys are saying. He sees it. He see the list. So he's going to come in with a vengeance. He won a 3-point contest and didn't play all year. So I have Damian Lillard coming in as an honorable mention, but I think he's going to be a dog next year. I think he's coming back with a vengeance.
Real quick, you said Damian Lillard's going to jump Jamal Murray, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this upcoming season. So you think Damian Lillard's going to have a better season than Steph Curry?
Now listen, I do think Damian Lillard's going to have a better season than Steph Curry. He got some players with him. He got a Denny Avdia.
No. That's team. That's team.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, though. The whole offense is not predicated around Damian Lillard. They're going to just ball out. They going to ball. The Warriors, they sitting around. They got one guy out there that's literally just out there to grab rebounds, rough some guys up, and pass the ball to Steph Curry and Draymond Green. The Blazers don't have that, and they don't need that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So now we go to the shooting guards. This list is solid. I got some approvals from the scorers on TT. Real ones know what TT means. But I got some approvals on this one. And I like this list. It's a solid list in my personal opinion. Obviously, Anthony Edwards number 1. Do we agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. Anthony Edwards is a dog. He's been playing out of his mind for the last few years. I do want to see Anthony Edwards go further than the second round. I know he's battling injuries this last season, but nonetheless, I think it's time. Do you think? Let me ask you this question about Anthony Edwards. At what point do we say you ain't win enough? You ain't win enough for us to be looking for you to be the face of the league. Well, at what point do we say that?
That's a good question, because it's not like he just hasn't made it to the finals.
All right, that's a big deal. So here's my thing. I don't want to hear nothing about this ring coaching and ring talk. If y'all say Anthony Edwards and Wemby are the face of the league and they don't have a ring, let's cut it out. All right, but I'm an Anthony Edwards fan. I just had to bring that up. Because I know now everyone loves Anthony Edwards, but he ain't winning no rings, and he's averaging about 27 points a game. Who's next on that list? Donovan Mitchell. Do we agree with this one?
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell is solid. Donovan Mitchell took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I always say this about Donovan Mitchell. I call him almost there. That's what I call. That's his nickname, Donovan Almost There Mitchell, because he's always almost there. He's almost there. One game away, one series away, one play away. But some reason, somehow, he don't get there. And I know he's a star player. I do think he needs another star player alongside of him who can deliver as much as he can deliver on the nights that he's getting double teamed, the nights they're sending multiple defenders at him. This way he's not shooting bad shots, and he doesn't have to have the weight of the organization on his back. Our third pick in this, right? Devin Booker. Now, do you agree with this?
I agree with this.
Devin Booker, I think he comes in as your third shooting guard. But here's my thing with Devin Booker. We got to get away from the idea that he wants to win the championship. So every player is not going to go to the NBA and win a championship. We got to be okay with never seeing the Phoenix Suns in the finals again. I mean, I'm thankful that I've seen them in the finals two times in my lifetime. But from the looks of it, they look like a team that's going to be pretty decent, that could put people in the stands. People in Phoenix going to show up. They're going to cheer. But he don't give winner leadership mentality to me. But I do like his warehouse. I do like his warehouse. It's kind of dope. That's hard. Fourth on our list, or we're at fifth. Fourth on our list, Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle jumped up, in my opinion, especially after this last playoff run. The thing I like about Stephon Castle, he might not give you 28 points a game, 27 points a game like these other guys, but here's what he does give you. Play defense on both sides of the ball. He plays on both sides of the basketball. That's what he does give you. And that's something that the other three guys that I mentioned won't give you. Anthony Edwards not bad on defense, but Stephon Castle, you could tell he takes pride in his defense. He takes pride in his defense. You got any discrepancies on this guy?
No discrepancies on Stephon Castle. Just his placement. You placing Stephon Castle fourth above the fifth spot. Yeah, you haven't mentioned the fifth spot yet, but
well, show me the fifth spot. Let's talk about it, brother. Austin Reeves. Yeah. You think Austin Reeves is better than Stephon Castle?
Yeah.
How?
What you mean?
Dog, y'all too hype on Austin Reeves. I like Austin Reeves' game. He definitely can ball. He stepped up. I like the underdog story. You know how we rock him when it comes to the underdog story. But he's not better than Stephon Castle. He can't play defense like Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle, and this is the thing about a system, bro. Stephon Castle averaged almost 17 points. It doesn't sound like a lot in comparison to Austin Reeves' outbursts over this past year. However, we got to understand how systems work. Systems put guys in position to score, but also can take away from guys' scoring ability. Like, think about Wemby. Wemby averages 24 points a game. 24 points a game, but he's not playing the entire game. He's not playing every game. So could he average more points? Absolutely. Same thing with Stephon Castle. Not only can he average more points, he's not going to let you down on defense. And he's coming in with some toughness. I can't say the same thing for Austin Reeves.
Stephon Castle is not going to give you what Austin Reeves is going to give you.
What is Austin Reeves going to give you outside of his 20? And then not to mention, his points towards the end of the season started to be a little inconsistent.
Because he was injured, bro.
Listen,
bro was injured.
Listen,
bro was injured, came back.
And that's another thing.
De'Aaron Fox was injured too. You could have been.
Don't try to bring De'Aaron Fox in this. That's another thing. Stephon Castle is not going to bring you injuries.
This is a 30-year season.
He's not going to bring you injuries, my boy.
Bro. All right.
So we got Austin Reeves out of there. Let's go to the sixth spot. For our sixth spot, Brandon Ingram. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm with Brandon Ingram, man. People say he's a small forward, but here's the thing, right? I'm looking at the lineup. You got Emmanuel Quickly at the point guard. Then you have R.J. Barrett, and then B.I. They say B.I. was a small forward. He's a shooting guard. I put R.J. Barrett at the 3 before I put B.I. at the 3. And I like his scoring ability. I'm just hoping when he comes into next season, he's locked in because after that Kawhi trade or that Kawhi attempt, that can mess up a guy's psyche. He might not want to play for the same guys anymore. Number 7 is Brandon Miller. Brandon, he's solid, right? I was a little skeptical between him and Norman Powell, but Norman Powell, and Desmond Bane, I was a little skeptical in this area. But Brandon Miller is a longer, more athletic player out of the 3, so that's why he got ahead. Norman Powell at number 8. Norman Powell, I think he's going to go to Chicago Bulls and continue to show out, but he's a little older now, so I don't know how much better he gets. I don't know how much better he makes Chicago. So that's why he's at 8. Same thing with Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is doing his thing over there in Orlando. He's been averaging anywhere between 18 and 20 points since he's been in the league. So he's a true bucket. Does he move the needle for Orlando? I don't think he's the guy to move the needle, but I do see him being solid. And on a 10th spot is Nickeil Alexander. Nickeil Alexander, he plays both sides of the basketball. He had a great year this past year. He averaged about 20 points. My thing is this. I got to see it again. And see how you flourish this year, especially after the way you guys lost to the New York Knicks in the second round. And then for my honorable mentions, can you pull that up a little bit? I can't see the honorable mentions there. My honorable mentions is Con Kneppel and Trey Murphy. Some people may say Con Kneppel should have made the actual list, but again, he's a rookie. I got to see it. Let's go to our small forward list. Our small forward list is another clean list. I don't think no one can debate the small forward list. If you want to debate, make sure you debate it in the comments. I'm there in the comments. I'm also going to start going live on YT. So make sure you guys tap in. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys share. We appreciate the love. Bring up the small forward list. Now, any discrepancies with this? Jaylen Brown, the number one small forward coming in this season. Do we have any discrepancies with this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This might be the best list.
It's the best list. I'm gonna breeze through this list because I want to get, I want to make sure we get all this in. Pause. Jaylen Brown, the number one small forward.
Yep.
All right. Kevin Durant comes in. He's the number 2 small forward.
Yep.
Averaging 26 points is solid. Jalen Johnson. I like what Jalen Johnson did last year. Jalen Johnson was a dog. He played on both sides of the basketball. He actually took Trae Young's job. He took your boy job. Kawhi Leonard, depending on if he plays, I don't know if he's going to play. But maybe he will, maybe he won't. But he's always a solid pick.
I'll have Kawhi over Jalen Johnson.
See, the reason why I didn't have Kawhi over Jalen Johnson is simply because I don't know how Kawhi going to feel going back to the Clippers when he wanted to lead the Clippers, and then they got all the stuff that's going on. I don't want to put Jalen Johnson below him. Kawhi is a wild card when it comes to these injuries and missing games. OG and Anunoby, he stepped it up big this year, so he's at the 5th spot for the Score Society Media Group. Diddy Avia.
I'll have Denny over OG though.
But see, here's the thing, right? I know OG is going to give us solid 16 points. I don't know how Denny's going to play with Ja Morant and
Are you talking about coming in?
Yeah. I don't know how Denny going to play with Ja and Dame.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we'll see. But he deserved to be on the list for sure. He's the 6th spot. Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks solid.
The thing I like about Dylan Brooks is that you could tell that he worked on his game over this past summer, and I expect the same thing out of him. So I expect a better effort out of him this year. Man, but grab some rebounds, bro. We need to grab some rebounds too. Too big for that. Cooper Flag.
Yo, my boy.
Cooper Flag is 8.
My boy.
Listen, Cooper Flag wore. Listen,
Okay.
I wasn't too sure about him, but he locked in.
Yo, he averaged 21 points this season.
He averaged 21 points this season. I mean, they're also empty buckets. They're empty buckets.
My boy Cooper is nice.
They averaged 21 points this season.
My boy Cooper's cold.
So I got Cooper Flag. on our 8th spot. Franz Wagner at the 9th. Jaden McDaniels. I like what Jaden McDaniels did in the playoffs. He told those boys, your feet too slow. You can't play no defense. And went right at him in the whole series and got him out of there. I got to respect it. And I also think that 14 points is going to go to 18 points this year simply because they're going to play a little faster. And then my honorable mention for the small forwards is DeMar DeRozan. I don't really know where DeMar DeRozan is going to go. I don't know where he's going to go, so that's why he's on an honorable mention. He might go to a team where he's simply just coming off the bench. He averaged 21 points last year. Maybe that's not his role no more. Maybe teams seen enough of him averaging 21 points. But nonetheless, I still had to put him on the list. Then we go to our power forward list, Another banger. Score Society Media is going to continue to be honest about this list. They're going to continue to be honest about the players. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Make sure y'all tell us in the comments how y'all feel. Tell us about how y'all feel about this list. My power forward list is also strong. So is the center list. It's going to get a couple people upset. I understand that. But I'm here for it. Power forward. This is another banger, You can't argue with Giannis being number one.
That's solid.
That's a solid list.
That's solid.
Jason Tatum being number 2.
That's solid.
I like what Jason Tatum did when he came back in. He didn't play all year for obvious reasons, but he's a dog. Scotty Barnes.
That's solid too.
Scotty Barnes. Now people might ask, why you got Scotty Barnes ahead of LeBron? I say Scotty Barnes is going to have to be more impactful than LeBron if the Raptors want to see any type of success. But you do have LeBron at the 4th spot, and which is amazing, bro. 24 years old, and I don't think anyone will argue that LeBron is 4th in the league in his. Excuse me, not 24 years old. Been in the league for 24 years, and I don't think anyone can argue that LeBron is 4th in the league in his position. Can you argue with that?
No, you can't.
All right, because he's definitely better than Paolo Banchero. But Paolo Banchero is 5th on our list. Paolo Banchero is 5th on our list. Listen, man, I like his game. I was a sleeper for a minute, but then he started to show up. He started to show up in the playoffs this past season, so I couldn't be mad at him. Then you got Pascal Siakam. Now he averaged about 24 points. He averaged 24 points last year, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, which is good. I respect it. However, sometimes he doesn't show up though. He dips off sometimes. So that's why I put him at 6. Lauri Markkanen, empty buckets, but is a bucket. 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Right? I think those numbers go down because De'Aaron Peterson is there.
No, you think De'Aaron Peterson is going to affect Lauri Markkanen?
Yeah.
He's not going to
He's another scorer.
He's not going to affect him that much. Everybody else, Jaren Jack, everybody else. But Lauri Markkanen
Dog, he's another scorer.
Lauri Markkanen, but his points ain't going down. You got Keontae George.
I think. Listen, bro. I think once you start seeing guys average 26 points and your team not even making the playoffs no more, I think it's time to go down.
No,
I think it's time to go down.
The Jazz were tanking, bro.
You keep saying the Jazz is tanking, bro. They wasn't tanking. Listen. They wasn't tanking all 3-4 years he was with them.
See,
if he averaging 26, listen, bro. Listen, you gonna have listen. I'm trying to get through these stats. I'm trying to get through this stuff. And you keep trying to make it seem. You keep trying to make it seem like
we just don't go off for last season. The Jazz clearly not tanking, but we literally had a show where we talked about the Jazz sitting down players in the 4th quarter. They set down Jaren.
I agree with last
the whole bench.
No, I agree with last season, but however, when I see Lauri Markkanen, I think of Lauri Markkanen. He's been with the Utah Jazz for the last 4 years, right? Or 3 years, right?
Yep.
Averaged 25 points since he's been there. 25 points. His worst year has been 19 points, and he played 47 games. Now, even last year, he played 42 games. So he's not even a guy who's playing a lot. This 3rd year with Utah, he played 55 games. He's only had 3 seasons where he's played 60 games and up. So when I say his scoring might go down, yes, because he's going to miss games and they're going to try to figure out how to win with De'Aaron Peterson, who's their number 2 pick, and they want to stay on TV. They want to get some TV time. They want to they got Ace Bailey. He was like the top lottery pick for them last year as well. So when Lauri Markkanen is out of the game or Lauri Markkanen can't play, guess what? They're developing the flow. They're developing the culture. So when he comes back, those points got to go down because you're not always serviceable for us.
No, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? You can give me, like you said, Jaren Jackson, number 8. I like his game. He just don't grab enough rebounds for me, but he's an all-star power forward. He's a former defensive player of the year, so he got to be on the list. Zion Williams, another empty buckets, but nonetheless, he makes some headlines sometimes for the wrong things. Hopefully it's for the right things this upcoming year. Then Aaron Gordon's still a dog. He just keeps getting injured. He's just not always healthy. I have no honorable mention for this group because at the power forward list is a little skimpy. It's a little skimpy, bro. It's not going anywhere. My last list, second to last list, is our centers. Got to put the centers out there. Now this is another banger. This is another banger. You can't get mad at this list either. Wemby number 1. Do we agree with this?
No, we don't agree.
How?
Bam dropped 81 last season.
Hell, you said Bam? Come on, bro. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. No, Nikola Jokic's number 2. Do we agree with this?
Nah, I got Jokic over Wemby though. For real.
For defense?
Defense? Y'all ain't care about defense till this season.
He's a center.
No one cared about defense till this season, bro.
What? We always cared about the centers playing defense.
Nah, bro. Jokic is number 1, bro.
Scores. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. is should we swap out Nikola and Wemby 1 and 2? We got Cat coming in at 3.
Cat number 3. That's cool.
Cat coming in at 3. That's solid. Now your boy Bam. I gave Bam the 4th spot. The 83 game solidified his 4th spot. He averaged about 20 points. He's a center who likes being a center. Sometimes he goes out and shoot threes, but nonetheless, he ain't scared to bang. Pause. But everyone else after him, listen, man, I think he'll destroy him on a nightly basis.
For real, moving on to number 5. You have Joel Embiid. If healthy, Joel Embiid.
If healthy,
he's number 3.
If healthy,
he's number 3.
Right?
Number 2, maybe.
Maybe, but I haven't seen him healthy in a while. And I'm only giving him the 5th spot. As you can see, the parentheses are there. If healthy, he's a 5th spot. So I don't want y'all to come to me when he played 25 games this next season and y'all like, yo, you had him at number 4. What happened to all that score? Listen, bro. I'm just saying if healthy. I'm only going off of what I know. Joel Embiid, honestly, you're right, E. You're right. If he's healthy, he is your top 3. Mm-hmm. He's your top 3 or 4. Cat really showed his ass. Okay. Cat showed. You know, listen, bro. So he's top 4. Then we got Alfred Sengun at 6. Solid?
That's solid.
That's solid. Yeah, I like him. About 20 points a game guy, 9 rebound type guy. Evan Mobley and Chet was kind of tough, you know? Mm-hmm. Because Evan Mobley, he is a good center, but sometimes he don't show up. Same thing with Chet. People was like, yo, Chet is a power forward because of Harkison. Listen, bro, he's 7'3". Cut it out. He good. He good at center. They starts 2 centers. That's how I look at it. Mm-hmm. But Evan Mobley, I could honestly say I could trust his heart more than Chet Holmgren. Okay. Chet Holmgren, I ain't like the way he performed after he got dunked on. I think that was too soft, bro. That was too soft for my liking. And Rudy Gobert, honestly, could go ahead of both of these guys, but the skill set is just different for both of them. Because here's why I like Rudy Gobert. I like my centers to be predictable. I don't want them to come out one day blocking shots, running the floor, grabbing rebounds, and the next day shooting threes, not grabbing rebounds. Rudy got one job, maybe 2. Rebounds and chain shots. Defensive anchor. You ain't got to worry about him shooting no threes. Now, sometimes it holds the team back, but he got one job. Then we have number 10, Jalen Duren. Now, Jalen Duren, he's getting a lot of slack right now, E, because he didn't perform in the playoffs like he did in the regular season. He averaged about 20 points, 10 rebounds. I mean, he's a dog. He's a good player. Right now, he's not signing anyone because he's still in negotiation for his contract. But Jalen Duren, I'm going to give him a second chance. I believe when it comes to people playing basketball, you're going to have your ups and downs, trials and tribulations. That's part of the game. That's part of everyone's story, especially if you're trying to be great. That's on and off the court. But what matters the most is how you bounce back. So I put him at number 10 because I believe he's going to bounce back. And he got Philly ties. So that's why I believe he's going to bounce back. My honorable mentions. What you think about this, Zubac? Zubac didn't play last year, but Zubac is another Rudy Gobert type of guy for me. He's predictable. I know what he's going to give you. Same thing with Donovan Clingan. He's another double-double guy, young, got a lot of talent. He's playing over there with Dame, Ja Morant, Drew Holiday, Denny Avian. You talk about a good team, and he's also working his way up. I like it. And Jared Allen, same thing. He's just kind of unpredictable for me, but nonetheless, he is a shot changer, a shot blocker, and he started to develop his shot. But I like it. I like the list. What you think of the center list?
The center list is solid.
So center list solid. Power forward list solid. Small forward list was solid. Mm-hmm. The only thing you didn't like was the shooting guard list.
Yep, and the
point guard list.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's three out of 5. That's a winning record for me. I'm okay with that. But he's the biggest hater. So at the end of the day, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. I would love to talk to you guys in the comments. Other than that, let's get into the free agent. Let's get into the free agent. Now, free agents. Here's my thing. I didn't rank them. I didn't rank these guys, but these are the most important names on the free agent. And I'm going to tell you what I see their future to be, right? There's some guys on this list who, maybe shouldn't be on there, maybe done. Some people saying they done. Let's start it out. Obviously, we talked about Jalen Doran. Detroit, I think he's still a good fit for Detroit. But if I had to say we'll go anywhere else, you know what? He just stay in Detroit. Yeah. He's a bruiser. He's a bruiser. I like him. My guy Benedict Mathurin, he's a scorer, and he needs to go somewhere. I don't know if he's a winning scorer though. Like there's a difference between guys who can put the basketball in the hoop and win games versus guys who can shoot the basketball and just be in the game. Like he shoots a lot of ill-advised shots, in my personal opinion. He shoots shots that's not in the flow of the offense. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. And that tells me he should be somewhere like, New Orleans got enough. Charlotte? No, they got Brad Miller. He's a wild card. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a rich man, Cam Thompson.
No. We just haven't seen enough of him. That's what it is. That's why it's hard because we just haven't seen enough.
Look at the highlights of this. He's just shooting over two people like Kobe.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you got to earn a Kobe badge, bro.
But if you hitting that, that's like what?
No, yeah, but that's fool's goal. You're not hitting that every night.
But he's not shooting those shots all the time.
Yes, he is. Yes, that's his game. He shoots some wild shots, bro. He's a shot. Like, listen, like I said, he's a shot maker. But is he a winner? Is the point? That's the whole thing I'm getting at. Is he a winner? He averaged 17 points last year. 17 points, 2 assists, 31% from three, 43% from the field. He's a shot maker, but can he win games making shots? To me, he's a modern day Ricky Davis. That's how I see him. He's a rich man's Cam Thompson. That's how I see him. You know what? Another thing I missed. I wanted to go back. I missed off the small forward list, and he's going to go to my honorable mention. Michael Porter Jr. Oh. Let's move on back to the free. Michael Porter Jr. deserved it. My apologies. Michael Porter Jr. should be there. Empty buckets, but should be there. We have Jonathan Kuminga. I think he's overrated now.
You think he's overrated?
Yeah. I think we want more for Jonathan Kuminga than the actual coaches do. Like, we all want to see Jonathan Kuminga on the team. Yeah. But what does he do really well that a team can use?
He's an athletic player, athletic wing.
So is Vanderbilt defense for the Lakers.
Nah, but Vanderbilt, he's not going to give you nothing on offense. He's not going to run the floor like Kuminga. He's not going to shoot the ball like Kuminga. Vanderbilt's not going to give you – he's going to give you little to nothing on offense.
Listen, man, I like Kuminga. I just think like we see him and we really think like he's going to make a big deal. He doesn't move the needle for anyone, but he does. He is a good piece to have as far as defense. I do like his defense ability.
Like he's a good addition to a team. Any team that gets Jonathan Kuminga, they are going to improve.
What team? Like I'm looking right now, and I'm just thinking to myself, what team can? I just think some of these guys like Kuminga, maybe Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn. Let's see how Brooklyn feels.
He go to Brooklyn. He just hooping Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's just hooping. That's all he really need to do. He don't really need to do much. Like
he comes to LA.
Charlotte, maybe. LA. I don't like. With LA, he's going to be off the ball a lot. That means he got to run. He got to run to the dead corner. He got to be ready to shoot. He's a streaky shooter. That is not going to serve you.
You don't gotta shoot the ball. You can play some off ball, cuts to the basket.
Yeah, that
stuff like that. Listen, bro. You play that Dunker spot and go to
space. Like I said, when it comes to Kuminga, my biggest concern with him is that he just was with the Warriors. He was just with the Warriors, and then he was with the Atlanta Hawks. with the Atlanta Hawks, they already released them. They already released him. Didn't want him to come back. And he played some big minutes, so it just tells me, man, he just don't fit into a lot of people's systems. James Harden. I think James Harden, go back to Cleveland, bro. Go back to Cleveland, man. Finish what you started. I don't think it's anything we need to really like be bouncing around. Kevin Love, go on somebody's bench. Some senior leadership. You know what I mean? Like he was with Utah for a minute. I'm like, you guys starting to get gray hair now, man. Like, give him some break. DeMar DeRozan. Actually, I had a team for DeMar DeRozan. Let me look at this. I had a team for DeMar DeRozan. Oh, what if DeMar DeRozan comes off the bench for the Raptors?
That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Maybe the Bucks.
Off the bench, though?
Off the bench. Come off the bench, be a sixth man. He's like year 18.
Yeah, but there's still players killing year 18, though.
Yeah, but again though, I think if you could get a DeMar DeRozan in there, the Raptors is scary.
If you can convince them to come off the bench, for sure the Raptors would be
scary, bro. Everything else I don't really. I mean, I think Memphis can use a Benedict.
Matthew,
yeah, I think Memphis can use him. But I don't like Memphis for DeMar DeRozan because he would literally be moving lateral. You know what I mean? Kings to Memphis. I think it's just like I think it's a sad way for a player like DeMar DeRozan to go out. You put him on the Raptors coming off the bench though. Now you're deep in the playoffs.
But he has to accept the.
Yeah, he got to accept it. But I'm just giving him some ideas. Russell Westbrook.
That's interesting. I don't know why another team picked him up though.
You know what? The thing about Russell Westbrook, I did read what some of the scouts were saying. They were saying that he is, he is a guy who going to give you some glimpse, some wins, some good plays, but he's not a person who you can build a team with, and that's been his rap. And then Bradley Beal. We still looking for Bradley Beal from the Wizards. And I just don't think you see him no more. I think the 6'2", 6'3" shooting guard that we seen for the Wizards averaging 29 points a game is no longer there. And when you have those type of players, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, it is literally one of those things where their name is bigger than the game. Their name is bigger than the game. Let us know what you guys think in the comments of this list. Let us know what you guys think, who we should have moved, who should be first, second, third. Let us know. But other than that, make sure y'all follow us on all platforms, Score Society. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.